It is 1:01 and I'm about to head in. Let's go.
Hey y'all, so I just parked the car and I'm about to head in for a quick thrift trip. I have an appointment today, so I can only spend 30 minutes max at the store. So let's get going and scope it out and see what we can find in a short amount of time.
Someone is singing.
I really don't have time to look at clothes, but these dresses caught my attention, so I'm just gonna scope out this rack really quickly and head to housewares.
So I never come to this Goodwill, but because it's close by, I figured I'd scope it out. This looks like Anthropology. Definitely not. So cute.
This guy is fantastically ridiculous. He's made out of an empty glass bottle with a rubber screw-on head. I don't know if he's decor or if he's usable in a practical way, but I love him. The moment I saw this donut pillow, the first thing that I thought was that my dog would love this. I've been getting super lucky with the Christmas finds. Typically, things are picked over by the time I get there, but I definitely took home the snowman and I can't wait to put him out for Christmas. Y'all, this was so funky. This was a great find. I found another piece of lace that was framed at a different Goodwill like last week, so I'm really excited to have a pair now. Oh, Jesus. This is so sweet. Look at those faces. I hesitated on this for a minute, but I thought it was really cute and the quality was great. And I'm so glad that I bought it because when I got home and I peeled that $1 tag, I realized it was a Lenox piece. I get total 90s flashbacks every time I see these floral weird frames at the thrift store. Anybody else get 90s vibes from those? Festus, this is so horribly amazing. I love it. I just love it. Lighthouses are my jam, and lately every time I go to the thrift store I see them in like groups of 5. I don't know why. I also really like weird clowns. I've been finding a lot of Starbucks tumblers lately. On this trip I found 3. This was a Dallas tumbler and the graphics were kind of peeling off, so I decided to pass on it. I really like this metallic tree. I really don't like all of this noise. Thought this was a pretty cool tin. I left it behind. Thought this guy might be a Yeti. I didn't see any markings on it, so I left that behind as well. And lo and behold, I found another Starbucks tumbler. These guys were pretty heavy. I'm 90% sure they're pure silver, but there were no markings on it. So because I couldn't find anything, I decided to leave them. I thought these were really beautiful. They're tiny wall hangings, and I thought staggered in a set together, they'd be really pretty on a wall. Aztec design, Mexican pottery, and Spanish art always captures my attention. I love this jack-o'-lantern candle holder. I wish I would have bought this guy. Being that Christmas is just around the corner, had to check this out. And of course, anything with cats is a big seller in my resale store on Poshmark and eBay, so I took that for 89 cents. This is another adorable Christmas piece that I couldn't resist, so I took this guy as well. I mean, Can't beat that price. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's a potpourri dish, but I bought it to upcycle for another project that I'll do a video on. But I just used the base of it and thought it was really cute. How stunning is this doll? She's one of those pieces that you walk by and your jaw just drops because you can't believe that someone actually donated this. Drip glaze pottery makes my heart melt. Pun intended. Love this cup. Probably should have bought it, but I didn't. Keeping it moving. Love them or hate them? How do we feel about this pair? Let me know in the comments. Y'all, I could not figure out what this was. I had it upside down and then I flipped it over and still can't really figure out what it is. It's a spoon rest, but what is it of? This is the most perfect plate to go with my upcycling project that I mentioned earlier. I'm so excited that I found it for the most perfect price. I looked around to see if it had any other plates that matched it just to make sure that I wasn't taking from a set. I was so excited. When you find the most perfect thing that you're looking for, oh, it's just a thrill. Here's another awesome thrill, a beautiful Starbucks tumbler that I did take with me. Great condition, and it's holiday themed. I try my hardest to rescue the clear glass from the thrift store because it just isn't popular. So when I found these, I was really excited. I love the shape of it, but when I saw that they were from IKEA and there were only 2 of them, I just decided to leave them behind. Happy Hanukkah with an eye. Just thought that was so cute. This store had a ton of Halloween stuff, and I guess they were just trying to dump it and get rid of it since the holiday just passed, or maybe they had an influx of donations after Halloween. I'm here for it. I've been looking for a vintage trick-or-treat pail, and I was so excited to find this guy. He's not as old as I would have liked. He's from 2007, but he does have a vintage vibe, and he is made better quality than they make them now. I gravitate towards anything that has crochet in it, so clearly that bag drew me in like a magnet. You see that? I couldn't believe I found this. I couldn't believe someone donated this. It is absolutely precious. This is a vintage handmade trick-or-treat basket that I am in love with. Total vintage perfection. How cute is my buggy right now? I love the natural wood look of these vintage pieces. They're super cute. I didn't get them though because I didn't have anywhere to put them and don't know what you do with these things. I feel like they're just dust collectors at home. Is it a bear? Is it a dog? Is it a raccoon? It is a coconut. This is the most absolute precious basket I have ever seen. I had it in my buggy, and then I had to consider when the last time I actually went on a picnic was. And then I decided to put it back on the rack for someone else to actually enjoy. I live on a park and haven't been to a picnic in about maybe 10 years. So unfortunately skipped on that guy. I just love the variations of wood in this piece. This was precious and I meant to buy it, but I think I was in such a rush I just forgot. So I guess I threw it back on the shelf accidentally. Bummer. This guy was pretty interesting. I loved the hieroglyphics. It was really nicely framed and it just looked like an expensive piece. Whether it is or isn't, I don't really know, but I thought he was neat. Besides being special, does anyone know what this is? Is it a garlic press? I couldn't really figure it out, but I'm thinking that's what it is. This is a gorgeous set of Ralph Lauren luggage, a small and large bag, but Goodwill's on something because those prices are outrageous. So I found this book and it doesn't work. It needs new batteries, but I couldn't resist and I had to buy it anyway. Fun story, when I was a little kid, my father wouldn't let us say the word fart. So when I was in elementary school, I was the only child that walked around saying the word flatulate. So while all the other normal 5-year-old children tooted and foofed and farted, I had to excuse myself for flatulating. To this day, I still think there's many adults that don't even know that term. And my dad laughs about it now. But every time I see the word fart, it always makes me think of my childhood. And it just gives me a good chuckle. Found this really nice leather handmade bag with some super sketch pills inside. So decided I didn't want anything to do with that and left it behind. I thought these were Vineyard Vines. They're just wannabes, and I didn't want to clean rubber boots, so I passed on those. These J. Crew clogs went right into my cart. Leather clogs are always a yes in my book. And these stunning Isabella Fiores definitely came home with me as well. They're just gorgeous. I'm just going to go on the record and say that they need to make fun kids shoes in adult sizes, because if these were my size, I'd be wearing these. And if these were in my size, I'd definitely be wearing these. I love fun kids shoes, and I just think that they need to let adults have more fun. Who's with me? Aside from Betsy Johnson, I think she's the only designer that really feels what I'm saying. These rock stars are vintage Liz Claiborne booties, and I was swooning when I saw them. They're these sock-like leather boots, and unfortunately, they were peeling on the inside, and I had to throw them aside when I got to the checkout because I didn't want to get those, but I love them. As I was rushing over to the register to go check out, this sleeve was sticking out from all the blouses, and I thought that I needed it. The sleeves were just gorgeous, and the colors matched my manicure, so I thought that I needed it and that it was just meant to be. Unfortunately, it had a big fatty stain right on the chest, so I had to pass. That was some impressive shopping, wasn't it? I couldn't believe I did that so fast. $125. Just left the Goodwill. I can do some damage in half hour. Spent about $50-something, and I'll show you what I got. Here's a quick overview of the stuff I purchased. Got a couple handbags, few Christmas items. I loved these kittens and this adorable snowman. I got this Merry Christmas wooden piece. This fantastic vintage trick-or-treat pail, another trick-or-treat pail, 2 pairs of shoes. This sweet doll looks so perfect on my couch. She's a great addition to my family, and I'm so glad that I got her. I obviously had to buy this book. I purchased some new batteries for it for a couple bucks on Amazon, and now it works like a charmer. great investment for a yellow tag book. It was half off. I think it may have cost me under $1, but it is hilarious, and I'm using it in my bathroom as something to read and make people laugh. I got this vintage dress that is absolutely spectacular. I got a Starbucks winter scene tumbler. And if you remember me mentioning that I was doing an upcycling Christmas project, this is it. It is done and complete. This is the piece that I bought today, and I found the perfect plate to top it. I glued them together to make a base for a piece that I previously thrifted, which was this Christmas tree that was missing the bottom. And I am using it as a cloche. So that is my final piece. It looks like a Christmas tree, and I love it. I'm gonna put some fairy lights in it, or maybe some chocolates or something fun. And I'm gonna use the top of the piece that I thrifted on this trip as a flower frog. And a few pieces of art. So for under half hour, I thought that was a pretty good haul. And I will catch you all next time. Thanks for watching.